And welcome back to the Second Round Podcast. It's your boy Hags here with To the Right for the first time probably
in podcast
ever.
history, yeah.
We got Zachary Clark to the right.
How did that
government
happen?
name. And then we have Jaylee Baby and Mike Bike. So, it's shorthanded this week just because Josh... Why couldn't Josh come?
I don't know. He was like,
He
I'm
said
not
he
gonna,
wasn't coming, and we all just accepted it.
Hey, that's,
I'm not gonna be there.
Which is not really up our.
There was no
that's not-
questions
Doesn't really
asked.
follow our usual
Oh, fuck no.
interrogation.
He's probably training.
procedure.
He's probably training for GHL still.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
is.
You guys had a big...
I'd say he's actually in bed. I would say.
You
Yeah.
guys had a big first game there.
Yeah, we just had our first skate last night.
Oh.
Just
I felt it this morning. I could not get out of bed.
I asked Sam today at work, and I was like, "Did Mike have any?" I was like, "How was Mike this morning?" I was like, "Was he very sore?" And she was like, "Well, it was like 5 after 8, and he was still in bed, and he got to be at the airport for 9." And then she was like, "I just asked, like, are you getting up?" And you're like,
It's a break. Yeah, no, I don't play hockey, so I don't know that pain. But it definitely sounded like our boy Josh. We'll gas him up when he's not here. Heard he impressed a couple people there with his talents.
oh man, he was pumped up for the skate and he delivered. He was buzzing around, man. Like talk about stamina. I didn't have it. First 3 shifts, I was like dry heaving on the bench.
he was dead.
Oh, was he?
Oh, we were all dead.
Oh,
Man, he was
I
buzzing.
never sweat like.
I feel like I
sweat
took
past-
30-second shifts. Like every time I came to the bench, I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I had. Oh, dude, like I always play. I always just have short shifts. That was like our motto last year on our team is that we always have short shifts.
How big
Just,
of
like,
a
walk around.
how big of a bucket do you think you could have filled up with your sweat from last night?
Ooh.
I'm thinking like
Ooh.
5 liters.
Whoa, that you'd be dead.
5 liters.
5
No.
liters of water out of
I'm-
your body, you'd be dead.
I'm joking.
I'm
joking.
I know, like a liter.
That's still probably dead.
I was gonna. I thought about this.
At least
first.
that, man.
I thought
That
about this at first. Man, that's a lot.
That's just my
that,
gooch
ca-
right
that came
there.
out of me after.
Like I was fucking sweating, man. Like
And I could barely get my shirt was sticking to me when I was trying to put it on. Like I've never had. That.
guys, I can't breathe as
Oh,
it is, and I was fucking. Oh man, I gotta hit the treadmill.
But it was your first game out instead of being a
Yeah,
10D.
Ned, what was
I know.
what was your biggest takeaways there?
Turning is hard. You wouldn't think turning is hard, but just like on a dime, turning is like I can turn obviously and like do close turns, but like on a dime when a player's like going back and forth or like passing and then going back, like I'm like, oh my god, I'm so like I feel like I'm in slow motion.
Yeah.
But like I think like the actual like I think it will come, but my hands were also like terrible. Like I didn't realize how bad like I couldn't like stick handle without looking at the puck. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, why would you be?
yeah, I guess
Right.
so.
I'll come with time.
Yeah, I'm not used to it at all. When I go there, I would have debated playing in net just because of like the road hockey, pond hockey background. But being out in player, I was like, honestly, like, and I know there's some. We're never gonna call out names, but I know it's a beginners league, so there's some guys out there that are bad. But I just don't. I don't want to spend the money to like
Yeah.
be that bad, and I'm not gonna put in the grind to try and get better. It's just not my vibe, especially when LG seasons comes up. NHL 24 going for the Stanley Cup. So,
By yourself.
but
Yeah.
no, me and Gucci are gonna ride, baby. We're ready to roll.
And to be honest, that skate was a lot faster than it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
which
know
is
if that-
a not
The
good
league-
reason
the
for
league
why I
wasn't
didn't
that
join.
fast. That's what it was like in playoffs.
Yeah, I was about to say like I felt like I was behind a good few people. Like now there was a couple of guys that was like, okay, like we're pretty similar.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, people just like buzzing by, and I was like, "Oh,
it was
go for a change."
It seemed like it was pretty much most of the good players, minus a few.
Yeah,
It's probably like minus like 4 or 5 other dudes.
Yeah.
How many teams did this year?
There's 4.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's pretty much like another full team of like completely just average dudes.
That's a good thing to have too. I mean, if SRP wants to sponsor the league, maybe we'll get right at
Hey,
a
you-
little patch or something.
Yeah, you might get a patch on the jerseys.
Yep, I'd be down. We
Little
can,
little SRP driving crooners action.
Yeah, oh, that team, that fucking jersey looks so good. The
It
Driving
does.
Cruisers. It looks
It does.
really
I feel like
good.
I could make a pretty fire SRP jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go on that website. I was gonna do it, but I don't know.
How much would we like to donate?
It's not even that, dude. What if we just get him as merch?
I don't know how many hoodies would you like to buy.
Yeah, we gotta start. We gotta get back on the merch train.
The whole team buys a hoodie.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be a good business deal.
Well, no, because the jersey's definitely more expensive than a fucking hoodie. But
Probably.
Oh wait, yeah.
but
Yeah,
either
absolutely.
way, glad to see you boys had some enjoyment, getting back in shape. Meanwhile, I had an experience the other week that I've been saving
Oh,
for this
shit.
podcast.
What do we got?
I had what could be argued as the worst morning of my life, and it compiled with multiple bad decisions.
I remember you texted about this in the group, but
Yeah.
it was like, literally last week.
Yeah, literally. So, well, last week we were shooting a new TV show at my job, and we basically, and in case the boys didn't notice, we have cake, and the boys are just mucking it. It's just crushing it.
They brought another cake.
Yeah, there's another cake. Like, if you look at the wide shot, there's a cake on that table. It's a Deep and Delicious. It's about half gone, and there's another cake in the fridge for us to crush.
It's like
after.
a fucking Stevie's cock line. Like,
Oh, Bags, bleep that out.
Hey, cut that shit.
yeah, we'll cut that out.
I'm not
Oh, yeah,
going
it
to.
doesn't.
I'm not going to.
I'm joking. I know you're not gonna do that.
I know.
Whenever anyone says cut it out, no, that means I'm highlighting it. At,
Yeah, that means I'm actually elevating the video levels.
at
Yeah.
that, your timestamp,
Yeah,
and that's the
yeah.
only timestamp.
So, anyways, we were making a show, right? And I was going back and forth to the office, well, just to basically reset the video cards so we had enough memory to shoot the show, blah, 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 technical bullshit. And I was wanting to make sure I was early this day because the last couple days, I wasn't late, but I was like, 5-10 minutes just behind because I was driving out to Whitburn. You get caught in traffic and shit. Just want to make a good impression, be a good employee. No big deal. No one was like calling me out, but it was just like, we said 10 o'clock. You know what I'm trying to say? So I was like, I'm fucking on time. I'm already, it's like 8:45 and I'm in Bay Roberts. I'm like, this is going to be fucking sick. I'm like, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get a McGriddle and a tea for breakfast.
Let's go.
I love McGriddles.
McGriddles
I
are
crush-
sick.
They are so
I've
good.
never ever had.
Okay,
one.
I've never had it as a breakfast sandwich. I've just had it as like the little pancake things by themselves. When I worked at McDonald's, I just like pop
Take
a couple.
them?
Give
Yeah.
me that.
Oh man, they're
They're so good. No,
good.
as a breakfast sandwich, it's elite.
You
Just-
literally-
What is it?
so it's literally like a McMuffin, but instead of having like a 2 pieces of bread, it's like basically 2 pancakes
and
for your buns.
and the
they're fucking
and the
good.
pancakes have little maple syrup
Yeah, little
droplets,
driplets,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
throughout.
So they just are so sweet and perfect, and they're not sticky on your hands because like the drops are like inside it. It's so fucking.
I find they're great with the sausage because you have like maple
that's
sausage.
I have.
and-
That's what I get. I
That
get.
sounds pretty.
I get the sausage.
Kind of want to
one.
get that like now.
It's so good. I'm not even joking. It's top. So, anyways,
Thanks, press pause.
what?
I was kidding.
I was gonna
Press
say-
pause. We go to
You got
McDonald's.
your-
I was like, just edit in a gif of Bill Cosby doing that face, like. You know?
What? No.
Okay, well, I'll show it after.
I know what you're.
Yeah.
I know
Fun
what
fact: that was the camera was on us for that, so they didn't see the face. Mike, would you like to
Oh.
repeat?
Edit it in.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Edit it in.
I might be able to.
No, it's good. I'd rather
Probably
leave
not
the
gonna.
Bill Cosby talk
Um,
at that.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna. So I got my McGriddle and I got my tea. Okay, and for reference,
What's your tea?
2 milk, 2 sugar. I've
Like an
toned
like
down.
a orange
Yeah,
pico.
just classic orange pico.
Yeah.
I ain't no for British breakfast or fucking.
So hot, sweet milk.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but not as much as you think. I used to have a cup of sugar water.
Oh, my old.
If you think 2 and 2 is bad for
no,
him,
my old boss, I used to get her tea every Friday, and it was a small tea, 3 milk.
That's nothing.
It was disgusting.
That's easy money.
Mike,
3 milk's
I
not that
was-
bad.
I watched this man pour 8 scoops, 8 like teaspoon scoops of sugar in 1 cup of tea.
Yeah.
Most
I
criminal
used to
thing
be
I've ever seen
bad.
in my life.
I've toned it down a fuck ton, but I used
His
to like.
tea was white.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like white chocolate.
It was sick. It was fucking sick.
That's when it was literally sweet hot
Yeah,
milk.
that's
Yeah,
when I used to
that's
do that.
right.
I've toned it down a lot now. I'd like to say I've matured as an individual and as a man.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
Yeah, you know that's really the key, actually.
Yeah, no heart attack for you
Yeah.
just yet.
We'll find out. But so for context, at the time, they were doing a lot of construction on the intersection there by the McDonald's on the way to my office.
In
So
Bay
there
Roberts?
was like,
Yes.
yeah, so
Yeah.
there was like a lot of just bumps and different stuff. And I don't know if it was me that grabbed it weird or if she didn't put the lid on properly.
Oh no.
But I had the tea in my hand, went to take a sip as I was like kind of pulling out because the guy with the flag was just like waving me on. And I went, skadoosh, drop. Whole thing pours out over me. I mean, a full tea. I'm on fire. I'm actually thinking, like, there's just so much going on right now. And I'm wearing thin golf pants. So it's through the underwear, into the seat, like, whole pool. Just a pool of 2 milk and 2 sugar on my lap. And it's scalding hot. So, like, I'm screaming. Like, I audibly scream. And the guy that was waving me, I don't know if he saw it or if he just heard me scream because he kind of like, he looked at me like, you okay? And I just like, straight face is just like, so then I have a problem.
You have no change of clothes.
Well, this is the thing. I had baseball that evening. So I had my baseball pants in case the shoot went long. And I had Under Armour. I didn't have a jersey. I just had just a bit of Under Armour. So I'm soaking wet in the driver's seat of my company car, by the way. I was driving the company vehicle. I'm like, I can't, even if I changed in my pants, I can't wear this underwear. And I'm not rocking commando in baseball pants. Like, oh my God, that would be insanity.
The slightest.
It's just over. It's just over. So then I'm thinking, I gotta get new underwear. What the fuck do I drive home? I'm already like, I still got to download all the footage onto our fucking hard drives. Like, I got to do shit for work. And I have the memory card. So if I don't get there, there's no show. Like, I just can't call in sick, you know? So I'm looking around and I'm like in traffic. Like, I'm like, do I pull into the office? Like, what do I do? And then and I think, there's the mall. There's like a little Bay Roberts mall.
Yeah.
It's like 9:00. So I whip out my phone. I see that it's open. I fucking do a Yui, like little spit rocks at the fucking construction workers in the fucking company car. Fly up to the mall, and there's an RR Rossi there.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna have underwear. But then I'm thinking, I still can't go commando. I'm not gonna. In retrospect, this is the first of many. Well, this is the second mistake. I should have changed clothes in the cars, went commando into the RR Rossi. Put on some underwear.
Are you calling
We're
it
good.
RR Rossi?
Whatever it's called.
Isn't it just
Rossi?
Rossi?
But there's an R in front of it.
That's
But
the
it's just
logo.
like visual effects. Like, it's
I don't
the
like
R
that.
is like
I don't like
3D.
that. I'm reading that.
It's
I'm reading
too-
it.
Rossi.
It's like two
I was like, I was gonna question him, but I wouldn't say anything. I was like, the guy's in Bay Roberts every day. He knows the stores.
But I honestly just thought it was. I'm reading the sign. It's RR Rossi.
Rossi's the go-to. That's the
Rossi.
logo. There's like two R's side by
Yes, that's what
side.
I'm trying to
that's what I'm
say.
saying.
It's supposed
So
to
it's
be
like
3D.
It's
like
a backwards.
Rossi.
It's like a backwards R and then a
That's
forwards
RR
R,
Rossi to me.
and then the word Rossi.
That's an RR Rossi.
Rossi.
Yes, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. So instead of doing that,
All right, timestamp that.
instead of changing in my vehicle and going in there, I take a sweater, like an Eastlink sweater I have, and like tie the arms around me and put it in front of my dig because obviously I'm soaked,
Yeah.
and go into the store like that. And I'm walking down the store and I'm getting some looks because they're like, "Why would you? Who's gonna?"
That's a
wrap-"
weird look.
Yeah, this is a weird look right now. I mean, you got a half a sweater hanging down by your balls. Like, what's going on here? And I find the underwear section and I have an epiphany. I go, given what I'm wearing, if I only buy, because they didn't have like a big package. They only had like single underwear, like briefs or boxers you could buy.
Really?
Yeah, it
That
was weird.
shocks
That
me.
is
It was weird.
so
I
weird.
think the
I
opposite.
also was going fast, so maybe I just missed them, but they were all on a rack in front of me, just like single pairs. And I was like,
That's the oddest thing.
if I just buy one, everyone's gonna think I shit myself. Like there's no way around that. Like you gotta
And the cashier's like, "Hey, how's your morning going?" You're like,
I shit myself.
all you show her is the one underwear. It's like, you take a guess.
So I'm staring there and I'm like, do I gotta buy like a full outfit and hide the underwear in the outfit?
I have a sweater wrapped around my pants, lady. What do you? Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah.
That'll be 5
It's 9 a.m. on a Wednesday. Why the fuck do you think I'm at Rossi?
So I'm literally like, what do I do? Because like that's when the moment. That's when I also realized like I should have changed into the baseball pants because this looks dumb. So I'm already looking dumb with the coat wrapped around me. I now am buying a single pair of underwear. Like this is literally just screaming like shit on myself. Like that's all I'm doing. And so then I think, well, if I buy 2 pairs, that's a little less suspicious.
but then it's like he's buying 2 because he's nervous about shitting himself a second time with a new pair.
So then I go, and what if I had a bundle of socks? So I go up to the cash register.
Then you're buying clothes for the homeless, and you're just being a
You're
nice
like
guy.
overthinking more than I usually would. Which
dude,
is like,
I was still on fire.
I would have just went in and grabbed a pair of underwear and went on.
I was on
That's
fire.
what we did in Florida.
Yeah, we literally did it in Florida. Yeah. We both forgot our boxers when we left the fucking
The water park.
water park. We forgot to bring a dry pair.
oh, okay.
So and then we went at the water park. Got wet.
So I go up with two pairs of underwear and boxers. And just my luck, not that I'm trying to pull at the fucking RR Rossi, but it's a nice, pretty young lady at the fucking cash register. And I'm kind of like, and there's an older lady in front of me. And we're probably the only 2 people in the mall, okay? Like, it's just so happens. And I'm kind of looking at her, and she looks at me, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, at what point did she, like, tell her friends about this story? Like, at what point is she clocking me, seeing the underwear and socks, seeing the front of the package, going, he shit himself, I'm putting this on Twitter. Like, at what point? Because I honestly thought she already did it. Like, I was ready. I was like, okay, I'm going to go viral. Like, she's going to take a picture of me walking out the store.
As soon as he leaves the store, this is going in the group chat.
Yeah, 100%. So I was like, that's fun. So I get in the car, but then I have this is the final stupid move I make, okay? I get in the work car and I go to like the parking lot's packed. All the technicians are there. And I'm like, I got 2 options
All
right
the
now.
technicians?
Yeah, so
In the mall?
No, sorry, my work parking lot.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
We have technicians that
Why
work
there's so many
on-
technicians at the mall?
Yeah. We have technicians that
Technicians everywhere.
just
just people walking in with ladders trying to get into movies for free. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta fix it. Fix it.
You guys got a permit out on Mission Impossible?
Yeah, come on in, sir.
I gotta fix the screen of Oppenheimer for 3 hours.
Oh, should we stop?
Yeah, actually, I need the door to be closed.
Should we cancel the movie? No. Let it run.
You sure you don't need to see? No, lights off. It's fine. It's fine.
I got a flashlight. We're good. I got it on my helmet. He taps it twice and his light turns on.
And it's like the dimmest light ever.
And they're like, oh shit, he's legit.
Oh fuck.
So the last mistake I do of this story is I then make a mental decision.
So we're at your
I'm
parking
at my work parking
Okay.
lot. It's pretty busy and there's a bunch of technicians everywhere.
Okay.
They sometimes like to come over and chat. So I have to make a risk assessment. Either I change in my car and hope that none of them come over and watch me freeballing it in the driver's seat.
How close are you, like in the parking? Like, are they like?
They're
are you
like-
in view of them?
Oh yeah, they see me. They saw me pull in. Like there's
Okay.
no.
Why
way
didn't we
around it.
change in the Rossi parking lot?
That's
Yeah.
This is where that's the error. I should have changed in the Rossi parking lot.
But
Or
you were
even the
like,
Rossi bathroom. Like they wouldn't have like not let you change in the
You should have
bathroom.
just told.
But then I'm coming
You
in
should have
with-
just told Mrs. what happened.
See, I wasn't.
You know what's
I
funny?
shit my fucking pants and I need to change.
You know what's
Where's
funny
your
though?
bathroom?
The funniest part is, like you said like that she probably went and like said it in the group chat or like tweeted it. She probably did that transaction and went about her fucking day.
Didn't even think.
And didn't
But
even
that's
blink an
how my
eye.
brain works, man. I go on overdrive in these moments. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I was just out of it. I honestly thought I had 3rd-degree burns on my cock, okay? I was in a different world, okay? So I'm in the work parking lot, and I go, either I'm going to free ball it, and they're going to see it, or I got to slip past them, either soaking wet or wrapped in the thing. So then I go on like a fucking You talk Mission Impossible. I'm going like, dun, 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 like fucking walking along the side. I walk the wrong, like, so basically, let's say like in front of you is the door.
Yeah.
I take a direct right and walk around the back of the building to get to our side door that no one ever uses.
Yeah.
So I'm like sneaking, and I pop in the side door, open it up. One of the technicians is like, they're doing something. He kind of looks at me. He's like, "Why the fuck are you coming in this door?" And I
Yeah.
was like, caught red-handed, book bag, thing wrapped around me, like Rossi bag in hand. I'm just like,
Yeah, shit myself.
I was like, I kind of wanted to just be like, I shit myself and walk away. So I changed in our bathroom, got my job done, was about 45 minutes late.
What'd you
That
tell
was-
him? What did you say?
I told them what
the
happened.
story.
Yeah, I told them what happened. They were dying laughing. Like
Yeah.
but I told them, I said, like, I'm gonna be late. I'll fucking tell you when I get there.
Right.
They thought it was like something serious.
Oh,
And they were
yeah.
like, oh, we thought it was like a fucking Tinder date gone wrong or like some crazy shit was going on. I was like, no.
a
just,
Tinder date at Wednesday 9 a.m.
Yeah, yeah, that's, well. I
Went
guess-
for ice cream, and then I shit myself.
because I forgot I'm lactose intolerant.
We went from McGriddles at 5:30.
It got
Ice cream for dessert.
It got greasy inside and out.
Oh god.
Holy fuck! So yeah, that was like it was a battle, and like I just looking back on it, I'm amazed at how many miscalculations I made, like just throughout the whole process.
Well, you were under like a bit of a time constraint as well.
Oh yeah, I was like, I gotta get there, like I was panicking. So yeah, so that was my life, and I just wanted to join you, but then it turned out to be a good Hinge prompt. Because one of the prompts was like,
I shit myself.
no, it was like name something like
It was
embarrassing.
so dry, I almost choked.
It was
Don't talk down. on
never
deep
have
and
I ever
delicious.
shit myself in the last 24 hours.
It's like two truths and a lie. I jumped out of a plane. I'm a Leafs fan, or I jumped out of a plane. I shit myself, and I don't fucking know. I lost it, but yeah. So that was my life. But it ended up being a good Hinge prompt because it was like some embarrassing moment you wouldn't want to happen again. I literally just typed in this morning's events. I just put it in there, and I got some people asking what happened. So it fucking worked.
Curiosity.
Yeah,
Gotta spark
curiosity
it.
killed the cat.
Good man.
Gets me that pussy.
Okay.
Anyway,
So how's everybody's week?
Hello.
weather's been bad.
The weather has been
Oh
shit.
wait, remember
I'm sweating.
we had this past weekend? No, not this past weekend. The weekend before, we went to the Lumineers concert, and on that night there was supposed to be like meteor showers,
Yeah.
and so
Oh god.
so
Oh,
me
no,
me
no.
Scapelin and Mike are like all like relatively like we're standing behind Zach and Beck and Jess at the concert, and we're all like within earshot. We're standing up next to each other, and then we see someone says, "Oh look, there's a plane going by," but I look up and it's not a plane. It's going way too fucking fast, and there's no lights on it. And I was like, "Oh shit, the shooting star." But then I was like, "It's not fast enough for a shooting star." And then I remembered that I saw a TikTok that said August 12th there's gonna be a meteor shower. So I was like convinced that was like a meteor.
He convinced. He did a good job. I was convinced.
And what was happening was that the
Now hold on, wait,
can
wait.
can I just say one thing real quick?
Yes.
You said, so you said it was too slow to be a shooting star.
Yes.
That's what a meteor is.
Yeah, but it was
So
fucking.
just wait for the end of the story.
It was fucking
Go
like.
ahead.
I'm just confused, but
Just
okay.
say what
Is
we're
it? Is that a
gonna
meteor?
Yeah.
A shooting
A
star?
shooting star is not a real star flying at the fucking taking whatever it
say. Yes,
can
it
with
is, and it
tail.
makes wishes come true.
It's a meteor or a burning asteroid, either one.
Okay.
Just hitting Earth's
well,
atmosphere.
Okay. Now what you were about to say makes even more sense. So it turns out it wasn't meteors at all. It was just like stars, but the clouds were like moving, and it looked
You
like
were
this-
just high as a fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't see.
I was. Yeah.
Zootied.
I was
You were-
pretty. I was
you were
pretty
in Blinkertown
intoxicated.
taking a hard right and the indicator's going left.
Yes, this was after
I woke up.
starting drinking at like what fucking
9 a.m.
3. I came over to your house at 2, and it was like 11 o'clock at this point.
Yeah.
And I
So-
came from a wedding. I was fucking hammered.
There's a lot of.
A lot of people
Drugs
getting
in me.
married, man. Wedding. I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot of wedding.
Wait till
vibes.
next year. I
Next
feel like
year's
next
gonna
year
be
and the year
crazy.
after, you're gonna
There
see.
may or may not be a guy to my right.
Yeah, I'm getting married next year.
360 days.
You thinking about it
Who's
more?
counting?
I'm not
What?
counting.
Are you thinking about it anymore?
Yeah, the planning is kind of picked up a bit, or maybe I'm just involving myself a little bit more. Yeah.
The list is complete, isn't it?
Guest list?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be complete until 2 minutes before.
Zach was like,
It's pretty solidified.
I'm gonna say this, and don't take it the wrong way.
Mm.
Like
I'm gonna take it the wrong way.
You're going to take it the absolute wrong way.
I like for the past like 5 to 7 years, like every wedding I've been to, I've been like an integral part of it, like either being like a best man, groomsman, MC. So like as much as I would love to be a groomsman, I'm so happy that I'm not a groomsman. I can just enjoy the wedding, if you know what I mean.
so we can just get like blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Not have to do like a thing.
Like me and Jail are actually cross-eyed, eating stuffed chicken breasts. Like, I'm so glad I have to do fucking nothing.
Me, Mike Burrs, and Sahil got to be at the same fucking table.
Oh, we probably shouldn't be.
We'll see.
I hope you didn't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, you just don't like me.
No.
I'm kidding. Yes, I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, no, I have the complete opposite role. I feel like I have the most pressure. of
Yeah.
everyone, which I can't wait.
What you're emceeing it, right?
MCing
Yeah.
and standing.
Yeah.
I
Gonna be a
did
good time.
enjoy being an MC. I will say that. It's
Who
just
were you an MC for?
my sister's wedding.
Oh, right on.
And then I was a groomsman for my other sister's wedding, and then a best man for my cousin. So
Nice.
like it's fun and it's great and it's like rewarding, but like at the same time you're like you want to drink, but you're like I can't, and then you're like, oh, I've drank too much, I'm a bit buzzed now, and like
And it's 3 p.m.
yeah, it's like act cool, act cool. Like the pass around fireball, like oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, like, I feel like like for me, I feel like it's good that you want to have like, drinks, but you don't want to get like absolutely ruined.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Like we went to like
Zach is like, don't get too fucked up at my wedding.
No,
Don't you fucking ruin my
No, no.
perfect day.
I'm not
This is
I'm not
my
talking about-
perfect day.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the people in the wedding party. Like for me, when I went to a wedding this past weekend and the pies were piss fucking loaded.
Yeah,
And it's
you
like-
can't be at that.
Well, like it's just like you're getting rowdy and everybody else is like they're trying to celebrate you.
Yeah.
It's like they're like trying to tell stories and all the pies are like getting rowdy.
I find it so fucked when like the bride and groom like either one of them or both of them are hammered. Like imagine getting blackout for your
like,
wedding.
Not remember.
Adam was like blackout.
Yeah.
So here's
And
my
it was-
here's my personal take on that real quick. To me, if it's after 2 a.m.
Oh,
at
yeah,
your own
that's
wedding, you knew whatever the
different.
fuck you wanted.
No,
You know
it's-
what I
it's-
mean? Like,
no,
I mean
once
during
you
the
get
reception.
yeah,
Just-
during the
no.
reception, you cannot be that
It's
fucking
not
drunk.
It's not even the reception. It's just dinner. You need to get past
Yeah.
dinner
Yeah.
because first it's like the speeches and all that stuff, and then you have or maybe you do dinner first and then you do speeches. You need to get through the dinner and the speeches and then
Yeah,
fucking let her.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, but like personally, I still wouldn't get blackout. Like, I'd probably have a good buzz going, but like, I'd still want to remember it. You
Yeah,
know what
absolutely.
I mean? And like, well, I'm just like, I don't drink to get blackout. You know what I mean? But some
I'm the same
people do.
way. Yeah, I'm the same way.
But yeah,
My honest, and this is just me being 100% real, but is I'm just worried at the pace I tend to start at. I usually go out the gates pretty hot. And if we're like drinking at like 2 o'clock, groomsmen are vibing, I might have 6 beer drank in like 20 minutes and not even realize it. And then it's what I like to call the ticking time bomb. Because I could either be fine, depending on how my body goes through to digest it, or I could be fucking asleep in 5 minutes. So my goal is I'm going to not drink at the start, which is not me trying to be like, oh, you're being a pussy. I'm just not going to.
I was about to say, Zach goes, Hags, you're out. Mike, you're in. Fuck!
No, I've been picked for this MC role before I was born.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear you. I think it's gonna be.
That's
great.
gonna be fucking
That
hilarious.
was like the first decision that was made.
Yeah,
It had
it's
to
The
me.
be.
very first one.
That's like a perfect choice for your MC.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
fuck.
You do have a responsibility. There's no
Yeah.
pressure, but you do
Oh,
have
just-
you have enough.
No, I just gotta press a
Absolutely.
button on my phone.
And
I
I'm
gotta
still not going to be
notification.
an idiot at your wedding. I just wanted to make that a point that like it's nice not having that
No,
responsibility.
I literally don't care for being an idiot as long as you don't piss anybody off. But there's nobody going that like gets rowdy, so I have no worries with that. In my mind.
I'm going.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that?
You sure
We have
about
a
that?
couple guys come from New Brunswick that I think are pretty fucking rowdy.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't mean like that. I mean like people like being idiots and getting in fights when they're drunk and shit.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
true.
there's.
Oh no.
To be fair-
that's no one in our friend group.
That's what I'm saying.
I can think of one guy.
I'm gonna say that
In our immediate close friend
Yes.
group.
Yes, that I love.
and I
to
bet
death.
Hags is thinking the
Yeah,
same one I'm
that
thinking.
I love to death.
And we're
but
gonna say
100% he
after
would.
Oh.
the pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I can think of two.
Cousins Claus?
No, fuck no.
Oh.
Fuck no.
Who? We'll talk about it after.
Yeah,
I'm very confused.
So
I can
am
think
I.
of. I can think of
I
two.
can think
actually.
of two as well.
I have a
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
and I prepared it for the pod.
So,
Okay.
Right.
If we're ready to jump ahead.
Yeah.
I think we jump
Yeah.
ahead now because we only got 10% left on that
I
camera.
was about to say
so-
we finish
Okay.
this question and go home. I'd
Yeah.
say.
All right. So
agree.
my
long
question
we going
was: so
for?
today
It's
I was
8:13
talking
now.
to one of my coworkers today. He's an older guy. He's probably like late 40s, early 50s, and we were because he's like a big gamer. He loves gaming. He's like a big arcade.
Sounds like Henny.
He's a big pinball guy. So he
Yeah.
has his own pinball machine. In
Is
his
he the
house.
pinball wizard?
I don't know. But he has a pinball machine. In his
Ask him
house.
that
He has a
tomorrow.
Marvel. He has a Marvel one.
That's it.
Yeah, it's I think he said no. He had Deadpool in it. And he got rid of it. Now he has Iron Man.
Fair.
And so anyway, but we always talk about like games and stuff that he used to play when he was growing up and stuff. And we were talking about how like people today, like how I was telling him like how it feels like my mind was trained as a multitasker. As from like everybody, I feel like in our generation can't help but multitask. You can't focus on one thing at a time. It's like we all have a severe case of ADD and we all can't. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So we were
But
talking.
real quick, I wouldn't even say that that's not to fucking cut your story off, but like I just gotta say this. To me, I don't even think it's necessarily multitasking. I think we just literally have attention deficit disorder. Like we cannot. Like I'm bad for it. Like
I can't pay attention
Like
to
I
something
fucking
for
snap
so
out of
bad.
shit.
I'm very bad
unless-
on the only thing that I can really stand still, like legit where I'm standing still and I'm not doing nothing is like watching a movie. But
Yeah,
even then,
same.
I tend to lose. Unless I'm in a theater, I'll tend to lose myself and go onto my phone for a
Oh,
minute,
yeah.
like,
If
while
I'm
watching
not
a movie.
fully engrossed, I've caught myself like because I'm a big YouTube guy. I've caught myself watching a YouTube video, and as I'm watching the YouTube video, get out my phone and go on YouTube Shorts. like that's fucked. That's not healthy.
So, just to continue,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was telling them about how like I think the reasoning why our mind, like how everybody I know, like our generation is like that, is because we grew up at a time where we literally grew up with the development of technology as it was advancing and advancing and advancing. Like our first game system that you probably got, we were probably like 5 or 6, and it was probably like PlayStation 1, like around there. Like,
Was
came out-
GameCube before that or after?
No, after.
Yeah.
So So I had my first system I ever had was Super Nintendo. Then I had PlayStation 1, PS2, GameCube, PS3, PS4, now PS5. So like we grew up as we were getting older with this technology as it was almost growing with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got phones. Like my first phone was in grade 6. Like I got an LG Roomba in grade 6, and like that was the fucking-
classic.
the bomb
Yeah.
back then. And then
Little slide up.
yeah, the slide-up phone,
Yeah.
and then we all had iPhones in like junior high. Well,
No,
then we got
Blackberries.
BlackBerry.
Blackberries.
So BlackBerry came
I had the
in.
BlackBerry Torch, the one that fucking slid upwards. There was a touch screen, and the buttons
I had
were like,
that one, and it sucked.
it sucks. The
I-
buttons
Right.
were like a millimeter
and
thick.
you had to like push in on the screen for it to work.
Yeah, I missed out on the BlackBerry train. I asked for it for my birthday one year.
Your
It was
parents were
grade
like,
8.
"Fuck that."
And I opened up the box, and it was a BlackBerry. And I was hyped, but it was like my mom's old BlackBerry. I didn't even notice. I was fired up, like, yes, like so excited. And my parents were like nervously laughing, like, haha, lift open like the box. So like I lift open like the insert, and there was like an iPhone. But like I was like wanted a BlackBerry because I wanted BlackBerry Messenger. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, you want a BBM?
But in the meantime, I was getting like a way better phone. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
It's
You're
an
like,
avocado.
You're like, I want to play Brick Breaker. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Literally.
Yeah.
That's all I did in that phone.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, that's what I was saying. So I was telling them about, like, I think we all have ADD pretty much because we just grew up with so much technology right at our fingertips. And I was telling them, like, if I'm, like, sitting at home playing games, I'm, like, playing games and I got my TV going next to me or my computer going next to me on one thing. And then I'm like it feels like you're doing 100 things at a time, and that's what eases your mind.
Yeah.
Is when you're doing so much at one time. And but yeah, that's what I was saying. And then so my question is that what generation do you guys think would have been best to grow up in? Do you think it was like us, or would you say like early 90s? Would you say early 2000s? Like when was the best time to be born in with regards of when you think you have the best balance of life as a kid?
As a kid?
As a kid,
I
not
think
thinking about like economy and all that bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, baby boomer, because I get a free job and I have money and it all just shows
I
up.
could buy a house for a 1 year salary at minimum wage.
Yeah, so not that, just like with regards of like the best childhood that you could have.
I think, to be 100% honest, I think it's either ours or no more than 5 to 10 years older than us.
I was going to say 80s, like middle to late 80s, like being born then and then experiencing the whole 90s as a kid. I feel like that was a sick time to be a kid.
Yeah.
Like with all the cool toys and gadgets they had. And then by the time you're a teenager, you can respect like the technology that was developing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, because you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
like a
We never
teenager,
respected the technology.
God, fuck
because
no.
We,
I
No.
still don't.
we
This is
always
a-
had.
Fuck this.
Sure, we're still we're complete. Think about this, and I'm not. I don't want to get.
Oh my god.
I don't want to like make this a debate about video games, but like think about this. Think about all the complaints we have about like NHL 24, and then go back and play like NHL 99, and it's not like
No, way better.
that. Fuck
I
no.
was
it
just going to say it's
fucking
because it's a
sucks.
better game.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. They're terrible. Like going back and playing like these, like that's the thing that I kind of think about.
But you
more.
need to put yourself back in that mindset of
That's
where
what
you
I
were
do
back
with
then.
Ocarina of Time every
You
time
just
I play
you
it.
get on there and you
But-
compare it to what
no,
it is now.
I don't, and I don't. But
And that
Yeah.
kind of goes to Mike's point too about how we can respect it if they were growing up in the
But
80s.
here's my
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
We can respect it, but that don't mean it's as good or better. Like what I'm trying to say is, as guys who I think we all can agree we're all into gaming. We really enjoy it. It's become a big part of our lives. I don't think it would be as big of a part of our lives if you were playing Pong and like original Mario. It's fun. It was a pastime. Great example is my dad.
But it's not life.
But no,
But, like,
it's
that-
not like.
but
But a great
FIFA
example
is-
is my dad. My dad growing up,
So the goose is
they
there.
had like the fucking Super Nintendo and shit. They played baseball, All Stars, and all those games, and had a ton of fun. But they played it for like 2 hours, and then would be done. And he was like, "What you guys do is what I used to do playing like baseball and shit." Now you can argue if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but what I'm saying is like for us. Gaming is a legitimate lifestyle because of how good and immersive these games have become. And coming from someone who loves that culture, I don't know if I could give that up. Like, I don't know if I can go back to, like, as good of a fun as a game it is, OG GoldenEye or something like that. Like, that's a sick game. It's a sick premise. But when you go back and play it, you're like, fucking Christ, Call of Duty fucking is awesome. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
you know
imagine
what I mean?
missing the MW2 days.
That's
Like,
what I'm
we
saying.
We were
For
in the
sure.
prime age
Yeah.
for that.
the prime age of gaming.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
true,
I'm
too.
saying
Yeah.
I would want to be no more than 10 years
Like,
older. 'Cause
MW2, I was in grade 9.
Yeah.
That's like the prime.
That was
Yeah,
like,
because you
'Cause
get
you're not
home at
working
2.
You're not working in the summer.
Get home
You're
at
still,
2:30.
Well, for me, I was a bit privileged,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to work in grade 9. Like
Yeah.
going,
You
I
were-
started working summer, grade 10, going to grade 11.
that was the same as me.
So I was one summer before I started like working, and then you're getting off school at 2:20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gaming for like 6 hours.
6.
yeah.
More than that.
I remember like because when I was in grade
Long
9,
time.
where I'm a year younger, Black Ops coming
Yes.
out.
I can't.
I remember like kids being like, "Man, I already told my mom I'm not coming to school tomorrow. Like, I was just playing it the whole day," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I used to do the same thing, dude. I used to
Because
say
my
that-
mom would not let that fly, so I had to wait.
Stacy drove us,
Ma-
me, you,
yeah.
Henny, and 2 other people to get NHL.
The midnight release.
midnight releases. Oh yeah.
No, it was
I
at-
used
it was
to
after
miss
school.
those. I
Oh,
miss
well,
those.
probably would've
we
been
went,
then.
we
They
went
don't
so
do
many.
those anymore, hey,
No.
since COVID.
No. No, well, and because
Nobody
disc
buys
sales are
physical
just
copies.
down.
That's true, too.
But like that's what I'm saying is like that's why I said to just to finish and hammer down my point. That's why I said no more than 10 years older, because 10 years older than us, they would have been like, you know, in college, so at least they would appreciate it. But like to me, those games and like doing that stuff, like Black Ops, we always have those debates in our group chat, like MW2 versus Black Ops and all this stuff. Black Ops for me is my favorite, just because, like Mike said, that was the first game I played, because I had an Xbox 360, but I had like the first generation one that didn't have any Wi-Fi, and where my room was, I couldn't get a LAN cable up to it. So I used to play MW2 solo, like by myself, playing against bots. Like I got it to first, I think it was like second prestige, literally just playing split screen against myself. Like just putting the guy in different areas and like practicing quick scopes and shit.
You know
like
what?
I was addicted to it. So then when I finally got online for Black Ops, I'd shit myself playing that game. Like I'd never get up.
Yeah.
And that and as fucking gross and weird as that sounds, I'd never trade that for the world, man. Those are some of the best memories. Going for cross-map tomahawks on grid, going and having like a couple of your buddies in that little pipe, just sitting in there like crouching, laughing because you're in a pipe. Like, what does that even mean? Nothing. But it was great memories.
But that's
man.
what I'm saying. We were the
Yeah.
prime age.
Yeah.
Oh,
One last
yep.
um,
One last thing
remark.
before I lose the wide
yeah,
shot.
just going back again to the midnight release thing. Like
Yeah.
I know you said it's pointless because there's like
just physical copies.
physical
Everyone
copies.
buys them
But in
online.
saying that, being in Newfoundland, we're at a disadvantage with our time zone. So now we have to wait an hour and a half
Mhm.
later.
Yeah,
Then we would
you
at the
used to
midnight
get on
release.
early. It was the best, man.
I remember going for a Pokemon midnight release once, and people were literally like bought the game and put it in like the DS outside the store and started playing. I was like, holy
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
Dude, I
man.
love that
I was
shit.
like, I gotta go to bed. I'm just doing this so I don't have to get it tomorrow. Like,
I used to do that. Like, anytime there was a midnight release, you bet your ass I wasn't going to bed until 6 a.m. that day.
Man, I've never done that. Like for
So
any
much fun.
for any
Oh,
game.
I
it was
forget what
just-
game it was, but I remember going there and the place was
GTA
blah.
4.
That was crazy. No,
GTA
GTA 5.
5, yeah. That might
GTA
be
5
what
was
it was.
crazy.
I remember the GTA 5 release for PS4. No, because did it come out on came out PS4?
Four.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.
I get so fucked up because that game is so old.
Yeah.
But
10
I remember
years.
It was
Don't feel like
literally
it.
back to good life, like for that release. I remember me.
The
Brad
Mount
Green's
Pearl
like-
one?
Yeah, Mount
Yes,
Pearl.
that's
yeah.
what it was then,
Yeah, like
yes.
where Good Life is too.
Yeah.
It literally wrapped around the door, went back behind the building, and up the side of the parking
And then it
lot.
wrapped inside the building too. Was it
Oh,
like
yeah.
that for you?
There was like a little
I
snake.
can't-
They do snakes
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
aisles. It was, yeah. But
Yeah.
like that stuff, I mean, obviously it's all about perspective, so I'm sure people that are older than us would say, no, we'd like Dad would give a shit right now being like, I played fucking 500s at St. Pat's every day of my goddamn life, and that's the best memories
I
of my
kind of
life,"
respect
and kinda
that though.
shit.
I would love that
Yeah,
personally.
and
but
I get
that's
it.
just me.
And I think you're never...
There was a
It
different
would
level
take-
of camaraderie with.
I
with
I
him
well
when he
I
played,
will
I
say
think.
like one of my best memories as a kid with baseball, just because it's the sport I love. Like when I was first really getting into it, is I used to bike down from my house to Smallwood every single day for day camps.
Yeah.
Do my day camps and bike home. Which,
That's what
like,
I used
It was
to
like
do.
an hour bike ride, but I was hyped. Like I just wanted to go play baseball. So
Oh man,
bad.
I used to be able to get to Stony Hill from my house because I'd cross over the river and then go down Minerals Road.
Yeah.
I get the ball field in like fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
When I lived in Clark's Beach, I lived up on like this like really tall hill, and I was like, I think 8 years old, going in to play softball, and it was like a 5-minute bike ride away. So my mom was showing me the route like in the car, and then I got my bike, and then I was like going down the hill, and it didn't have any fucking brakes, so I had to like use my feet to like stop myself before like going into like oncoming traffic after going down a hill for like 30 seconds.
I always used to put my foot and like stick it in between the tire and the like you stick it in between the tire and the
oh
bike.
yeah, like you put your toe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever
get the fart sound?
did you ever have those little like cardboard things that you can
Oh, yeah.
stick in it and it sounds like a revving up an engine or something?
I always used to put cans in it. So
Cans.
put a can, like an empty like Pepsi can, and then put it on the ground. Then you take the bike and put the bike on it like the tire, and then sit on it, and it like wraps around the tire.
Ah.
And then when you go to put the wheel there, it gets stuck in the brakes, and it would sound nuts.
Oh, I've
That's-
never done
that's what
that.
we used to
I
do all
used
the
to
time.
use a playing card thing.
Yeah,
with the
playing
clothes
card.
Clothespin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never. No, what we did was like.
It's like,
it'd be
Yeah.
it would- like, oh man, it sound nuts.
Meanwhile, I was like, Zach's going down the road like,
he's like, this is so fucking sick.
I'm so fucking cool.
Legit.
Hits a rock and like cuts his head open or something.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, one
It's
time,
Jason Bourne.
one time, I swear to God, I shit you not, I was on my bike camping, and I was like looking over to the left for some reason, and I don't know whatever I saw, but I wasn't looking straight, whatever I was doing, and then I came up fucking solid into the back of a van.
I
So
love that.
another childhood story for me. What? How long do we have?
I was about to say,
Not a
Erica.
lot. Not a
Okay,
lot.
quick, very quickly.
Oh, it's 8:30.
What?
It's
8:30.
8:30.
So
Okay,
we're not gonna
quickly,
goose till
quickly.
9.
We got
Okay,
goose
so my whole life, probably up until I was probably about 10 years old, I would say, like 10 or 11, our whole road was all dirt, all road gravel. So I remember one day they came up and they paved the whole road, and I went down to Mark, so you know where Mark lives, 2
Yeah,
houses
like 2
down
houses
from me.
down,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one of our other buddies, he used to live right up on top of the hill, like the big long hill that wraps around my house.
Mm.
He lived up there in that corner, or that's where his nan lived. So he always used to come down there and visit, and we'd hang out. The first day we got the driveway paved, I took my bike and went down to Mark's, and we were outside talking about the pavement, like how it was nuts that our road was paved. To keep in mind, this is like 2003, probably 2004.
Yeah.
Like, so he was like, so we're just talking, just being kids, being like, "Oh, the road is paved. We can do so much stuff.
So much room for activities
we can play
now."
Hockey outside, like on the street." And then anyway, so our friend comes bombing down that hill. Now, like obviously, if you've never seen my house before, you won't really understand. But it's like, it's not like it's probably
It's like an L turn.
it's like an L turn, and it's probably about what, like
45 degrees.
I was gonna say like
It's not
60.
it's not. No, that's like my
It's like
driveway,
45.
brother. Yeah,
Dude, it's
45's
pretty
accurate.
fucking steep. Okay, well, all right, we'll say 45. Came
All right, fuck you
flying
guys.
down that on a scooter.
Oh no.
So, like, just a regular old Razor.
Oh no.
Came absolutely floating down and made it. So he started coming down. He came down around my house, so we could hear him up on top of the road. One hand on the handlebars, the other hand up like the road is paved. The road is paved. And he's probably like he's only a year older than me at this point. So he comes down, passes by my house, and he just keeps on speeding up. And he starts getting speed wobbles. And I shit you not, man, probably like 30 feet out from us, he just hits a rock and goes, does probably about 7 complete front flips over the top of the scooter. And he got so much road burn. And me and Mark just stood there like, is he dead? Like, what the fuck do we do?
He wasn't like seriously injured, was he? Like, did he break anything?
No, he never broke nothing.
Oh.
Just like super bad
Yeah,
road
road
rash.
rash.
Yeah,
Happened to
he
me
had
once,
crazy
yeah.
road rash on his back and on his ass. I remember that.
Oh man, that sucks.
And that was the story. But yeah, it was pretty fucking funny. That was the story about the day my road got paved.
But okay, so it was in 2004,
It was
but
probably like I'd say about 2005.
but he was 13 and a year older than you.
That's why it was like
I was probably 10 or I was like between the ages of 9 and 12.
it just wasn't 2003.
So it was 2007 or 8.
Yeah. Quick math there.
Okay, well, I'm
And this has
thinking
been the
about-
second round podcast.
Anyway.
This has been the second round podcast. Hope you
where
guys
we
enjoyed.
can't count.
Where
Except
we-
for Hags, I saw it happen.
I witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah, I witnessed Hags count.
He can
before.
count to 8.
Yeah.
This
At
has been
least.
This has been the second round podcast. Thank you very much for getting this far. If you have, please like, subscribe.
What's
please-
that come after?
Only a $3.
Please like and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. Give the audio form a listen, or please watch it on YouTube, wherever you're watching, listening. Thank you so much. Make sure to give us a follow.
Fuck.
Right next to me.
And
He's
you
gonna
gotta-
steal my decals.
Good night, everybody.
All right, bye. Bye. Give me that cake.